What's pop, y'all? This rapper Russ got into it with his own fans while at a show in Toronto, Canada. Now, this all started while he was in the middle of a show and someone was trying to get his attention by waving the lights because somebody had passed out. It was an outdoor show and they handled that situation. And you guys already know, after the Astroworld incident, nobody wants a situation like that. And in general, no artist wants a situation like that. But the press that would come from, like someone, God forbid, passing away at a show, nobody wants that. And also, the artists in general want people to be safe at their shows. But what happened after that is people started to try to get his attention again. And I'm going to play you guys this clip.
Right here, yeah. Y'all raise your hands right here. Speaking of water, let me drink some tequila. Too soon. There you go, pass my water. That's gotta be a mandatory thing at every show. I'm doing outdoor summertime shows. Absolutely done. I apologize. This was not well thought.
So in this clip, people were trying to get his attention in the same manner, which is, think about it as pulling a fire alarm. That's the equivalent of this. That's what is going to make the artist react in that way. So now he's stopping the show, stopping the flow of the show in order to see what's going on. Yo, is this happening to another person? And no, it wasn't happening to another person. So I'm going to play you guys that clip right now.
Hold on, God, stop it. Somebody pass out up there? Did somebody pass out? Huh? You're just trying to get my attention for what? I'm a little busy right now. Do something. I appreciate you. I thought somebody, if you guys are gonna like flash your lights and get a bunch of attention, I'm gonna assume it's somebody passing out. So if it's not that, please don't do it, because I'm just gonna assume somebody's passing out. Because now I just stopped the song. Let's go, come on. I'm sorry.
So there, they were just trying to get his attention. You can see him respond in an annoyed way. And then he continues. And in that show, he ended up doing 36 out of the 40 songs instead of the 40 songs. So he skipped a couple because he didn't feel the vibe was right. And then he started getting attacked by fans on Twitter about this. And at first it started off on Facebook, and it was by the indigenous community. And then there was one person that tweeted at him and said, "There's a video of you circulating refusing a cultural art gift. If you're going to respect art, you've got to respect them all." Says who? This is, what? Anyway, Russ responds to this and says, "No, I do not have to stop my show to receive a gift. Thinking otherwise is entitled and means you don't respect my performance. I'm not going to be gaslit by anyone. You do not get to be disrespectful and then complain when your disrespect gets called out. Just don't be disrespectful and there's no issue." I'm going to play you guys the IG reel that he put out that summarizes this whole situation that happened at the show from his perspective. And then we're going to get into a little bit more detail.
Look, I'm just going to speak my heart on this one, man. Like I said, somebody passed out at the show, and rightfully so. People frantically waved their lights. That's how you get my attention for a medical emergency. And sure enough, somebody passed out. Venue security was on it. And that was the right thing to do. A couple songs later, a group of people a little bit further back flashed their lights frantically, and so they know I'm going to stop the show because it's like, oh shit, somebody passed out. And I'm like, man, damn, this might get scary because like it's humid out here or people just about to start passing out. I've been at those kind of shows, it gets a little sketchy. So I was like, so I stopped the show. I'm like, yo, did somebody pass out? And they were like, no. And they just pointed to something they made. And I was like, damn, man. In my head, I'm like, that's crazy. That's fucked up to act like it was a medical emergency just for you to show something that you made, because you're not respecting my performance at all. You're not respecting that I'm up here to do a job. You're not respecting the other people in the crowd, because you're hijacking the moment and making it be about you, because you don't care what I have going on stage. You don't care about the performance I have planned for y'all. You don't care about anyone else in the crowd who's trying to be part of the shared experience. It's just about you. And that really pissed me off. And like I said, it was during these introspective moments, like introspective songs. It was on Superman. You know what I mean? And so I keep trying to do, the set. And I guess they sent somebody from the group down now into the pit who was distracting and harassing other fans being annoyed. This is the word I'm getting from fans in the pit, from DMs now, that he was disrupting other fans. Trying to do the same thing, just like, yo, look. And I'm like, damn, man, like, you know, I'm not up here to have side interactions. And to try to gaslight me and say, well, it only takes you 10 seconds to take time out of your performance to accept the gift. What? I don't have to take time out of my performance to pay attention to just you? Like, do you have no respect for the performance I'm trying to give? Do you have no respect for your fellow, like, audience members? Like, it's just all about you. Like, you're right. I should stop everything I'm doing to have this interaction, because what I have planned up here, this performance, this set list, the other fans, it should just be about me and you. And that shit really irritated me, man. Especially, like I said, it started with them acting like somebody passed out. And they didn't. That's fucked up. There's no way to slice that. That's fucked up. You guys acted like somebody passed out. Nobody passed out. You just wanted to show me something you made. And let me say this. One, you're not going to gaslight me. Two, I'm appreciative of everyone that comes to the shows. I'm appreciative of the indigenous community. I've accepted tons of indigenous gifts, of medallions, beads, all of that. I have them in my house, at all the shows in Canada during meet and greets. Indigenous people have gifted me so many gifts. And it's always a pleasant, beautiful conversation. I remember my first show ever was in Billings, Montana, and that whole crowd was damn near just indigenous people. I have no issue with indigenous people. Like I said, I wasn't on stage like, y'all on your gift. I was on stage like, what? What do you want me to do now? You want me to stop the whole show? Because, yeah, I'm allowed to get rattled and get thrown off from people acting like somebody passed out. Nobody passed out. You just acted like it to get my attention. And then you double down on it, still trying to distract and disrupt. It's like, that's not cool. So naturally, like, yeah, I'm a human. I've done a million shows. Usually I'm good at tuning shit out. Sometimes I'm not, because I'm a human. So it rattled me, and I responded with, what? What do you want me to do now? Fuck, man. Like, now I'm fucking pissed, you know? Because, like, I'm trying to do the most, like, vulnerable songs of my fucking career about, like, my family and shit. And y'all are acting like y'all are passing out just to get my attention. Like, nah, man. You're not going to gaslight me and make me feel like I'm an asshole because I got frustrated with y'all's disrespect. That's not what's going to happen. I don't care how you slice it. I'm not an asshole for getting frustrated at y'all's disrespect. I didn't initiate the disrespect. What was disrespectful, chapter 1 of the disrespect, was pretending that somebody passed out and frantically waving your lights around when nobody passed out. It wasn't a medical emergency. It was just so you could hijack the moment and make it about you. That was disrespectful to me, my performance, and the other fans. So you're not going to start at chapter 2 and tell me that my frustration and how I responded to your disrespect was whack. No, your disrespect was whack.
So here he explains it, and honestly, it sounds fine to me. Granted, he did say it sounded in the beginning like fans were mad because maybe he just canceled the whole show and walked off. Hey, yo, if Russ fans are mad, they definitely don't want to see Kid Cudi, because a plastic bottle got thrown and he walked off the stage. He was done with all of that, which I understand that as well. But these guys, it's somebody, the level of entitlement that you have to think, hey, I made this thing for you as an artist. And this is also this parasocial relationship that people tend to have that I don't think artists incentivize. I just think the nature of music lends itself to creating this type of bond more than any other medium that I can think. No, more than any other medium, period. There is no like thinking about it. So people feel like that they're owed something because of the connection that they have to you, but the connection they have to you is not the one that you have to them. It's what you have towards your work, and maybe towards them as like a body, but not towards them as individuals. So they feel like, yo, this is my only shot. I've got to get his attention by any means. But the way that you're getting his attention, number one, is disrupting the show. And then people had the nerve to say, well, you know, it only takes you 10 seconds. Man, F 10 seconds. All right, how about that? In F 15 seconds or 5 seconds, the show is about me putting on the best possible performance for you guys. There's a set. We have a time that we're going to do this at. We're going from song to song. Anytime I interrupt my flow, that's interrupting the performance. And that's messing up. Like, he's getting out of the zone, has to try to get back into the zone. And I've actually been to a Russ show. It is a great show. If you haven't been, you should. If I was available at any of those dates, I probably would have gone to this tour as well. It's a great show. The guy's a great performer, and it's like the opposite of Scaring the The ratio there is, dude, it's got to be like 75 to 80% chicks. It's kind of shocking. And they're not busted either. So it's a good show. I would recommend it to anybody. Now, I haven't listened to this most recent Russ album, and I don't even think I finished the Santiago album. So the shows that I went to was for the project before that, or whatever the shows before that. But Russ keeps going back and forth with these people, and I think he was cutting them a little bit too much bail. Like, he talks about, I've happily accepted hundreds of gifts from the indigenous community over the years, faking like there's an emergency, disrupting the show, disrupting other fans around you to give me a gift mid-performance is disrespectful to me and my performance. To demand respect while disrespecting me and my performance is madness. Cope. And the person deleted that tweet. And he goes on to say, let me make something clear that I thought the average person would understand, just based off common respect. But alas, it's disrespectful to disrupt an artist's performance. Period. But especially by faking a medical emergency just to force a moment. That's what happened. I stopped the show out of genuine concern, only to realize it was a ploy to get my attention and show me a gift. I didn't accept it because that's not showing love. That's hijacking the show. Yeah, making it all about you. It disrespected me, the performance, and the fans who were there to be present with the music. What made it worse is someone from that group then moved down into the pit, disrupted the experience for other fans, and tried again to force the moment. That's when I said enough is enough. And now I'm being told I was disrespectful because the gift took a long time to make. Well, since he won't say it, I'll say it. F your gift. F how long it took you to make it. And if you're assigning your community or your culture to being disrespectful, disrupting shows, and making everything about you, F that too. The hell? But here's what's wild. I spent years making this music. I spent time and intention curating this show and this set list. You can't demand respect for your time while actively disrespecting mine. If you truly support an artist, you supported the art while it's happening. You don't interrupt it to center yourself. That's not support, that's entitlement. If someone really wanted to give me something out of love, they'd find a way to do it without disrupting what I'm there to do. Thanks. And yeah, like he said, man, there's a time and a place for everything. And interrupting a show is not the time or the place. Like, if you want the artist to see what you've got going, put up a sign and they'll see your message. Now, if you want to give them something, also, dog, like, I really don't understand it. And there's got to be some Canadian stuff. I feel like most fans are fine with this, but you've got other people bringing up situations like, yo, Ice Cube accepted a gift and thanked the person on his social media. I guess he's just humble and grateful for his fans. Listen, just because one artist does something doesn't mean another has to. And did Ice Cube have to interrupt the show, or did Ice Cube get interrupted and think that there was a medical emergency going on? It's not about, Russ has even admitted, like, yo, he's accepted gifts before. It's just that this is a completely different situation. He was getting interrupted and not panicking, but like concerned about the audience. And then it's like this play. It's like when, dog, it's the worst. If you go to like certain places where people pretend to be your friend, or like some homeless dude is like, yo, how's it going? It's like, it's going. How about that? Like, you just know where it, like, someone just, they're rug pulling you. Like, pretending to be nice to you to ask you for something later, or to try to sell you something. So you just, it leaves a salty taste in your mouth. And in this case, a medical emergency, like, dog, come the hell on. So Russ was right to go off on these fools. It's like, man, my indigenous culture, dog, like, what does that have anything to do with the demand that you're trying to make? It has nothing to do with the culture, but the reason why they try to attach it to that is so they can feel justified in being upset and causing a stir about it. And because if they put the label of, yo, this guy's disrespecting our culture, then it gives people more of a justified reason to hate him for what he did, which was not wrong whatsoever. He's right, though. They were trying to gaslight the hell out of him. So shout out to Russ for handling it like that. And they ruined the show, for, well, they didn't ruin the entire show because he just didn't do 4 songs. But who knows? One of those 4 songs might have been many other people's favorite songs, and they were looking forward to those, and he didn't perform those because you ruined it for them. So you should look in the mirror and be upset with yourself. But a person that's entitled enough to do what they did in the first place would never self-reflect like that anyway. But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one.